Not only is this bag one of my best purchases of this year, 2021, this is one of my best purchases ever. Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. And today the video that I thought that I would bring to you would be, as we are coming to the end of the year and looking back over what I have bought that worked, what I have bought that didn't work, what are my most used, least used, those sorts of videos. I love watching these videos at the end of the year, and I thought I would have a look back over my own purchases. So I'm going to do my best purchases of 2021 and my worst purchases. I was going to do them together, but the video was going to be far too long. So in this video, I am going to go over my 10 best luxury purchases this year, and then I will also do a video with my worst purchases. And so some of them are a little bit surprising. Some of them, I've had a few I told you so's. I love those, don't we all? And just as well, the very recent things I bought, like I can see the Arty Capucines in the background there. I'm not going to include those because they're so recent and added into my collection, so I can't really say whether or not they're going to have worked out or not. But let's get started. I have my list here on my trusty phone. Can you see how smashed it is? Yeah, sorry, phone. I'm not the most technological person, but like I really should take better care than that. Anyway, let's get started. The first on my list of my 10 best purchases has got to be this. Now, I have this as well in the light pink and the rose gold, and I bought that last year, and I'm fairly certain that the light pink version made it on to my best purchases of 2020, and I had then added on to my wish list that I wanted to get a black one to go with it and add to it. And I got this year, and it's absolutely, I love these bracelets. I know the Click H bracelets get a little bit of a bad press because they are quite expensive for costume jewellery. They do scratch up at the bottom because you're banging off the desk if you work at a computer. They hit things, but personally, I absolutely love them. I get a huge amount of wear out of them. I love that you can add lots of different colours, whatever the colour it is that you like to wear. And I definitely have got my money's worth out of this already, I would say. And it is, I'll keep wearing it for years. And it is one of my best purchases of 2021. Number 2, I love her. I love her. We have a fantastic relationship. I just adore this bag. This is the Houndstooth 19 in the small size. And excuse me for a cough. I have been tested, all negative, but I just have a bit of an old-fashioned cold going on. This bag I was obsessed with. This bag was way very high up my wish list for a very long time. I couldn't find it in the small 19. I was obsessed with the Houndstooth, obsessed with the look of it. I just became obsessed, if I've said that more than once already. And when I finally tracked this bag down, we all know there's been a bit of a saga. I have done videos on this and how I came to get this one and another one, and then what was I going to do having two, and all the foolishness that I went through. But this, the 19, is absolutely one of my best buys. One, it stopped the absolute obsession and stopped me searching like a maniac to find this bag. When I do use this bag, I absolutely love it. It's one of those bags when I use, I feel special. I get a lot of comments and compliments on it. I just feel really good using it. The only thing I will say is the type of tweed that it is. It's a soft tweed. It's not a tight blend of tweed. The tweed is on the outside of the fabric. It is probably going to wear. I would say it'll probably pill a little bit. You will get a little bit of fluffing on it. You can probably see a little bit already. When I look her over though, she is still in very good condition, I think. I don't think I can see any real signs of wear. I'm looking at the lock. I can't see anything on there. I don't think I can see any signs of wear really on her yet, but just knowing the type of tweed that it is, there probably will be some, and I had to go into this bag knowing that. But even with that being said, I love this bag so much, and I love using this bag so much, that she is still definitely one of my best purchases this year. Number 3 on my list, and if you have been on my channel before or on my Instagram, this is going to come as absolutely no surprise. Not only is this bag one of my not only is this bag one of my best purchases of this year, 2021, this is one of my best purchases ever. Absolutely ever. I adore this bag, and it is of course the mini Capucines in the beautiful magenta colour with the malachite inlay. And I know from you guys messaging me and commenting that this bag is up there on quite a lot of people's lists of just fabulousness. I absolutely love her. Now, strictly speaking, I got this bag at the very end of 2020, but I couldn't include it in that year's list because it came, I think, very, very close to Christmas. So I've had a full year with this bag, and without a doubt, one of my best purchases ever. She's absolutely fabulous. She's a showstopper. She's beautiful. She's also probably the bag that took me away from being so obsessed with having to wear a bag crossbody to also appreciating the top handle. Now, she does have the crossbody strap and I have worn her crossbody, but to be honest, I wear this bag mostly by the top handle and I carry her, and I absolutely love doing it. I feel fabulous doing it. I feel like she's just a work of art, and she would be on one of my all-time, oh, there's a video idea. She would definitely be on my all-time best purchases list, and I might actually make that because that would be quite thought-provoking even for myself on this crazy that goes on behind me, but she would definitely be on it without a shadow of a doubt. Number 4 may be a little bit of a surprise, and I know that when I bought this bag and then how successful this bag was and how much I used this bag was a surprise to even my bestie, who if you're a regular viewer, we all know about my bestie on this channel, and he was like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" when I bought this bag? And this is one where I get to tell him, haha, you weren't right, because this worked so well, and it is the Gucci Super Mini in the multicolour. I love this bag. The reason I think I love this bag so much is just the colours, and it just screams summer to me. I wore this bag so much in the summer. Also because it is so small and so light. Whenever we were away, all I really was carrying was a card holder, mask, hand sanitizer, and that was probably it. And this and my phone obviously, and this was all that was needed. And I just love her. I love the colour. I wore denim cutoffs quite a lot whenever we were on holiday because it works well with 2 boys rather than I've learnt the hard way and trying to be dressy. And this bag just worked so well with all of those outfits, and this is definitely one of my best purchases. Number 5, and I actually don't have the bag with me here because it's downstairs still filled with all of my work stuff, and it is the new Neverfull. We all know what the Neverfull looks like. I have one that's over 10 years old, but this year I replaced that bag and I really should have done it sooner. The old one that I have has been so worn. Replacing the new one, I thought, would I feel it was a bit of a waste of money because you're buying the same bag again and you're not really adding something new into your collection, but I shouldn't have worried. It was a great decision, brilliant decision, one of my best purchases of the year. Should have replaced it sooner. Have loved having a newer version that just looks a little bit fresher. Still use that bag every day. We all know, if you've watched this channel, how much I love the Neverfull, and absolutely no regrets, and definitely one of my best purchases of 2021 was replacing the Neverfull with a brand new version. Number 6 of my best purchases is this, and it is the Louis Vuitton Volt necklace in the yellow gold. It's the smaller size. You can get one that's quite a lot bigger and is a bit more statementy, I suppose, but this is the yellow gold LV Volt with the little diamond in the middle, and I very, very rarely take this off. Anita, my beloved SA from Dublin, who is fabulous. Whenever I was buying this, I had thought about buying the Petite Mal, but I had just ordered with her not that long before, I think, the trunk that you can see in the background, and I'd obviously bought a few bags, and she was saying to me, like, really think about it and look at this. I'll just order it and you can look at it and see what you think. And she was so right. I absolutely love this piece of jewellery. It's on me all the time. It's one of those things that I can stack with other chains and other necklaces. I still have the chunky Elizabeth chain that I got from Mavery that I wear with this quite a lot. I also wear the blue crescent that I got from my best friend for my 40th, and it wears with this an awful lot, or you can simply wear it on its own, and it's just beautiful. And this is without a doubt one of my best purchases of the year. The next item on my list of best purchases is this beauty. And it's really because look how beautiful she is. Look at the colours, look at the tweed detail, this coral. I have fallen in love with this coral colour. This one has the chain detail right through it. I love the bright blue against it. Blue, if you can see from my collection, blue probably wouldn't be my favourite colour of bag. It's probably the colour of bag that I am drawn to least, but whenever it's set against these, like look at the colour on the inside. when it's set against these coral colours and the bright pinks, and I love the aged gold hardware with it. This to me is just a showstopper. This is one of those bags that just screams summer. It makes me feel happy. It makes me feel like it is summery. I absolutely love this bag, and I am so glad whenever I saw this, and my essay, who's now left Chanel, he was fabulous, but he had said, oh, I have this bag and it's perfect and it's just you. And he was so right. This bag is just, it's just me in a bag. I think a few of them are, but this one really is. And I absolutely love it. And it's definitely one of my best purchases of 2021. I think we're on number 8 now. And number 8 on my list of best purchases is this. It is this Chanel jumper. I was always a little bit scared of ready to wear. I was scared of the price of it because it's a bit scary. I was scared of spending that amount of money on something and not knowing if it would work. I was scared of spending it with my weight changing up and down. I was scared of picking wrong. I was scared of buying something that wasn't classic and wouldn't last. And then when I saw this jumper, it all just went out the window and I just absolutely loved it. I know that for some people, there is a lot going on in this jumper and it's probably a little bit too fussy, too much, too in your face, too bright, too whatever, but I absolutely love it. My good friend Laura has this jumper as well. I phoned her on the way back from Dublin whenever I bought it. Oh, my ring has just pulled the thread. We'll have to push that back in. But I phoned her on the way back from Dublin whenever I had bought this. And I was like, what have I done? She's like, no, it's brilliant. And it really is. I absolutely love this. It's one of those pieces that whenever I wear this, I feel fabulous. I feel good. I feel like even if I'm wearing something really simple like denim, if you watch the Paris vlog, you'll have seen this on in the Paris vlog, and it was lashing with rain, but you couldn't get very dressed up. Well, I couldn't anyway, but you could still with this, with just plain jeans and I think boots on, it just really worked, and I still felt really good about myself in it, and it felt like it was just that you'd made an effort and it was just a bit more put together, and I absolutely love it. It's definitely one of my best purchases so far this year. I think we're number 9, and this one is without a doubt one of my best acquisitions of the year. I can't say purchases because this was a gift from my best friend last Christmas, and I have worn this so much. You can see that the buckle is scratched on this, but it is because I have worn this belt so much. Whenever I opened this, I didn't know that he was buying this, and whenever I opened this I thought, oh yeah, that's really pretty, but I don't know how much I'll use that with it being pink and monogram on the back. And this has got to be my most used belt, one of my most used accessories of the whole year. So although I didn't buy this, it's definitely one of the best pieces that came into my collection in 2021. I've got so much use out of it. I did mention it in a video before about things that would annoy you or would you change, and it's because this can come out quite easily. Now it is because the buckle is replaceable, so you can take that buckle off and put it onto a different strap, and obviously that's to make it a little bit more cost effective, although I say that in inverted commas, but it's a fabulous belt. Getting around the fact that you can pull it open sometimes with your clothes, that can be fun. But I've got so much use out of it, and it's definitely one of the best pieces that came in 2021. And I think that takes us to number 10, and without a doubt, I adore these, and it is these Chanel shoes. These are without doubt one of my best purchases of the year, and I could have picked these out in either the white or the red, because to be honest, whenever I was looking for these, I would have taken any colour in them in my size. These are so, you can see that mine are marked because they're worn, because I buy my things to wear. You can see that the soles are marked on them. They're not too bad for the use that they have had, but I know they'll blow out a little bit, but they're just so fabulous. The heel height in them, because it's not overly high, makes them, for me, so wearable. They go with so much. I also feel that when you put them on, I wore them on a recent Dublin vlog with a black boiler suit. I also feel when you put these on, because of the look of the shoe, it just lifts your outfit to the next level. I think it makes denim step up. I think it makes that boiler suit step up. There are so many outfits I think these shoes just elevate, add interest to, make look put together, polished, stylish, rather than just being a pair of jeans. I think they're fabulous, and these are without doubt on my top 10 list of this year. And if I could get them in the other colours, and I know that's obsessive and compulsive and collectory, but we all know I have those tendencies. Fabulous shoes. If Chanel brought something like this out before, I would be right there in the queue saying, take my money, take my money. So those are my top 10 luxury purchases of 2021. If anyone is asking why the trunk is not in it, because it's just sitting here. The trunk came for my 40th and I absolutely adore it and absolutely think it's fabulous, but it came at the end of August. My work from September, because of certain things that have happened and staff members who have needed to take time off quite suddenly with family issues, and rightfully so, they needed to be out of work. It has just been crazy from September. I have not lifted my head. I have worked ridiculous crazy hours. You can hear the cold that I've had run down constantly. So because the trunk came at that time, I haven't really had time to make proper use of it yet. I haven't even really figured out where it's going to sit. This dressing room is an absolute mess. It's in a state that it never really would be in because I'm working so much. So whenever I do get time and get myself back together and get that set, then I will know what it's for and where it's going to be. But it's just kind of been set there and ignored since it came in at the end of August because work then has exploded. So most of these things are things that have been there that little bit longer and I was able to really get the use out of, and that's how they made the top 10 list of 2021. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this has been informative of all the things that you've seen coming into my collection over the year as to what have been my real successes and my best purchases. I will now make my worst purchases of the year, so as you can have a little insight into that as well. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. Please take care and I will see you again in the next one.